It begins with a face on a screen. Quiet, competent, reliable, the perfect new developer. But behind that borrowed identity is something far more dangerous. Nearly every day, CrowdStrike uncovers fraudulent personas linked to famous CHOLLIMA, a North Korean adversary group infiltrating companies under false identities using AI. The realization is chilling. A sanctioned adversary has been hired, given access, and paid. Sensitive information may already be gone. What looked like an HR win quickly becomes a significant organizational risk.
All right, Eric, talking about famous CHOLLIMA. Tell me what makes them so famous.
It's been around 2 years since we put the spotlight on famous CHOLLIMA, the DPRK IT worker issue. CrowdStrike really brought to light after we had found out that it was related to DPRK and really funding the munitions program for a sanctioned entity, trying to get money for that through just working for American companies as insiders most of the time.
Are they still active today, or are we just uncovering previous cases that haven't been seen yet?
No, they're active today. I mean, oftentimes we have more than one of them at a company at a time. They are evolving their tactics. They're less sloppy than they used to be. They're a lot tighter on how they do stuff. They'll try new techniques. They create their own remote management tools with Python-based stuff and are using AI tools to help them do work. They're evolving in how they try to get through the process as well.
Tell me more about that. So how are they leveraging AI tools to fool the folks that are inside?
Right off the bat, all through the hiring, they use AI to generate their resume so it looks very slick and polished. They have AI generate their social media profile, so think their LinkedIn or their GitHub or whatever out there that's public. Have different repositories that has AI generated code and have forks off to other accounts that are also AI generated to make it all look very legitimate. And once they're hired, they have AI chatbots. During the interviews, they'll have AI face overlays so they don't look like maybe they're from North Korea.
Are they able to use actual skills for these positions, or are they just relying on AI to use their skills to continue the employment?
That's great. So these are probably some of the best and brightest people North Korea has. They go to the most elite technical college, and these people are picked to go make revenue for the North Korea regime. They're working 4, 5, 6 jobs at a time. So that's some of the other need for AI, help them manage their calendar, what they have going on at different companies. And also AI chatbots to help them translate, communicate outside their normal language. A lot of AI coding assistants. You'll see them all across different AI things to help them streamline their job. They can get through the technical leverage. Sometimes we talk to customers who say, that can't be a fraudulent worker. That's the best coder on that whole team.
So we know they're successful getting in. Are they being identified quickly, or is it taking years to identify them?
We have had customers who have come to us because they noticed a data exfiltration event, a lot of source code, someone didn't come back from work after PTO, and they start looking at what they had done. This case, the person had been there for 3.5 years. Exfiltrated a ton of source code, other data, and disappeared. A lot of times, especially for people who are Falcon Overwatch customers, we've had it to where they're identified before their start date. Their computer gets put into a laptop farm that's being run in the US by a facilitator that helps all the company computers look like they're in the US because they are. And as soon as that turns on, that IP address is known as a laptop farm, and Overwatch reaches out before that person even starts.
What are we triggering off of to identify there's maybe a famous CHOLLIMA issue at an organization?
So when we first started working with our adversary Overwatch team to try to hunt for more of this, we gave them a few of the tactics, the kind of remote management tools that we're using, different tunnels, and some of the consumer VPNs. And that would be full of false positives if they were just going to alert on that for every customer. So they look for a convergence of where a lot of those things are coming in. Your router has a public IP address, and you work for CrowdStrike, but why would a CrowdStrike install Falcon sensor and 5 other of our customers be coming from your consumer IP address? So they look for a convergence of all kinds of different things. And when they find some of those other little tactics, that's where like, okay, this is probably hot. Let's dig in on that a little more.
Got it. All right. So we talked a lot about the bad guys. What are we doing when we respond to these incidents?
Absolutely, yeah. And some of the Falcon modules and tools, if someone just has basic Falcon on endpoints, we're always going to roll in some other things. Shield, so we can look at all the software as a service. MFA device issues that are odd, or login issues that seem all over the place. Get an identity so we can see everything that may be happening that's outside that just has to do with any authentication. And exposure management, so we can look at all these remote management tools across your whole environment really quickly. Falcon for IT, look at neighboring devices.
Absolutely, it makes sense. Anything else customers can do from a proactive services standpoint to help minimize the risk?
Yeah, we have it, and it's our risk program review that goes in and helps people look at how they do their talent acquisition, all the way from how they're doing their interviewing, looking for red flags during hiring, looking for, oddities around if they're changing their shipping address for right before hire from their home address, or just, not taking parts in benefits programs. Just look for all the odd kind of little things and how they can step up and verify identities. Make sure they're even verifying identities instead of just letting someone give them a W-2 and say, I worked here. Call and check that reference and see if that's a real place.
All right, Eric, thanks so much for sharing that with us, and we'll keep on fighting the good fight.
Absolutely. I hope I helped some customers out today, and happy to talk with you.